Howdy y'all, Kelly from Broken Carnivore. I'm glad y'all stopped by to my channel. Welcome. I am 385 days on carnivore. I dealt with chronic inflammation. I lost almost 70 pounds. As I'm in my second year of carnivore, in this video I mentioned what's next. And as I'm in that, I decided there's some things that I needed to do. One of them is I needed to strengthen and stretch my fascia, my muscles, and get my mobility back. And the reason why I want that is because whatever I do on my left foot, where I can bend down, touch my toes, cut my toenails, tie my shoe, I want to be able to do that on the right side with no problems. It is embarrassing when you have to ask someone for help to cut your toenails because you shouldn't have to rely on them, but it is embarrassing, but that's why I want my mobility back. But the other part of it is I mentioned about I want to do some long-term fasting. I have done that with like a 36-hour fast because I had to do that to do colon screening, because when you're at age 45 or older, it's recommended to get that colon screen due to the cancer rate skyrocketing. So as I'm fasting, I want to do in the future a dry fast and a wet water fast where I do at least 48, 72, 3 or 4 days on the fast. Well, there is another fast out there that is called the fat fast, or in the carnivore world, we call it the heart attack fast, where you eat fat and you cut the protein down to little to none to see what happens and how your body reacts. Well, why am I wanting to do this fast? It's because I want to do this fast because 7 months ago I got down to 275, but since February I have only lost maybe 5 pounds. One part of it, my body's in a healing state, getting all the chronic inflammation out of it, oxalate dumping, anything that built up over time. My body is healing, and it's still in that healing phase, but also your body gets used to a certain way. You lose a lot of weight, now your body's catching up. Well, that's where my body at. I am slowly losing inches, but the numbers on the scales has not gone down very much. I have seen it gone down to 268, but I've been fluctuating between 268 to 273. And I really want to get to my goal weight, and one of the ways to do it is to change it up. And for a long time, for the last year, I have been doing 1 or 2 meals a day, sometimes maybe 1, it depends. And now I need to change it up, so I am going to do this fat fast for 3 days, where I vlog each day. Even I'm going to do my normal activities. Like one day is going to be where you're going to see me doing my normal work routine, what I do. I will also show my exercising, strengthening, and stretching stuff that I do normally. And also, I wanted to see if I can get the numbers on the scales to go down. So each day I will weigh a start out weight. And then on the 4th day, when I break that fast, I will show the final weight results and give you the final results to see how well I do. I know many of you have done this fat fast in the carnivore community. I know Dr. Sean Baker vlogged it. He's much more active than I am, but I'm still going to be active much as I can, doing my normal stuff even on the weekends. So, what does the fat fast consist of? Well, most of your natural animal-based fats like tallow, lard, pork fat, beef fat, duck fat, butter, egg yolks, and, rendered bacon grease and ghee. Anything that's animal-based, natural, that naturally occurs. And you can do heavy whipping cream as well. So, as I'm doing this, I will vlog each day. So, you ask me, what are you going to have on this fat fast? Well, I'm going to show you right here. First of all, I got ghee, and I'm going to try it, and try it in my coffee, and I may try to cook with eggs. I never had clarified butter, so this is the first time I have it. Beef tallow, where I can cook my egg yolks in, whatever. I save my bacon grease, and I use that a lot in my coffee, make my fat coffee in the morning, stuff like that. Heavy whipping cream. Make sure you get what's the best, because some of the regular creams out there has a lot of like carrageenan and a lot of the stuff that we don't want in our systems. And if you can find cream, make sure if you can find it to where it just says cream. That's great. What I got here in ingredients is it's got some kind of gum in it, but most of it is just cream. Of course, the egg yolks. Now this one here, you might have a little bit of protein in it, but mostly the fat. And of course, not going to forget butter. Also, I'll still drink coffee. I might have an unsweet tea, iced tea now and then, but I will never let that go. Topo Chico, I'll have that. And also, I want to make sure that I do, salt. Now I usually just take my finger, and I'll give you an example here. I got this mountain sea salt, and I kind of like this like a salt. And it is similar. If you watch livestock, any kind of animal, horse, cattle, something, you have a salt lick block or a salt lick, you'll see the animals and they will go out there and they'll lick or eat that salt until they are satisfied. Well, we should make sure we get our salt as well. So this is what I do. I have a little jar at work, and I may carry a jar with me throughout, with me in the vehicle or something. If I want salt, I just lick my finger, put a little salt on it, and lick it. And that way I can get my salt. So that's why I get this mountain sea salt. And then also, excuse me. Oh, got my, salt kind of got to my throat there. I also will do one packet of raw element electrolytes to make sure I have my electrolytes, because I don't know if I will deplete my electrolytes. So this is pretty much what I'm going to have on there. Now each day, as I vlog, I will vlog what I ate each day and what my activities are. So this is my version of the Fat Fest I'm doing, and let's get to the vlogging.
just finished my 3-day fat fast. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025. I just weighed myself. I started this fast at a weight of 273.6. My final result is 267.2 with a total weight loss of 6.4 pounds. That's a pretty good weight loss for a 3-day total. Did I notice some good benefits from this? Well, absolutely. I noticed, and the first thing I noticed besides the weight loss and my weight, the numbers on the scales moved, was I noticing that my body had some improvements. Especially the parts there I had issues with arthritis or the chronic inflammation in my right hip, left knee, and my left foot. I noticed that the hip is a lot more flexible than it once was. I noticed that my left knee is getting a little straighter, and I noticed that there was a lot less issues in there. And my left foot, I noticed that my toes, I could move my toes and wiggle my toes a lot better than what I did before, meaning that my foot is more flexible than it once was. That could be also the result of the exercising too, because one part of this journey is the nutrition, but the other part of this, besides fasting, is physical fitness and getting movement, because getting our joints to move, because when you sit for a long period of time, you will get stiff, and even just a short period of time for me, you got quick. This fast, will I do this fast again? I will do this fast again in the future. And I'm planning on doing a 3-day or 4-day water fast where I'm not going to eat anything. Give my stomach a rest. The only thing I'll be drinking is, besides electrolytes, is I'll have salt, maybe electrolytes, and water, and I might have coffee and I might have tea, but pretty much it's just liquids. Nothing contained with food. I want to see what my autophagy, how the autophagy do in my body, and see what the improvements will do. And I know that you get great results, but not only that, with a fast, you also can spiritually get connected to God. So that's other parts. I wanted to strengthen my faith. I want to improve my faith, and I want to rely on God more. I have to thank Him for this journey, because He's the one that created this diet for us ever since almost the beginning of time, and I owe a lot to Him, and I'm very grateful that He placed this in my mind, in my heart, over a year ago when I was struggling and dealing with chronic inflammation. Will I extend this fast another day? No, 3 days is good enough for me. I am ready to break the fast. Matter of fact, I'm going to be cooking me a chuck roast for my meal. I'm ready to have some meat. I'm ready to have some protein. I think it's not good to go to a long period of time without protein, but I had a lot of learning. I had a lot of learning to do on this fast, and I learned a lot on it. And with this journey, it is a mindset. You got to have mind over body, because the one thing is, we will tend to veer off. So I'm going to end this video with, let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, and encourage and support one another. Y'all have a great day. God bless.